So today we learned finding a percent of a quantity. So let's review a little bit about percents. Percents means per 100. We write percents with that number over 100, meaning per 100. Now I put a letter in place of the percent. That letter actually has a name and it's called a variable. We're going to be working with variables today, so I want to make sure you understand what that means. It is a letter that represents a number. So we're going to be using variables, maybe not necessarily this exact way, but you're going to see us use that variable. Now, we're also going to need to know some translation of terms because we're going to have words that we're going to have to turn into equations. So first off, if you see the word of, it means to multiply, and you're going to use either your multiplication symbol or this multiplication symbol. Next, if you see the word is means equals. So of course you're going to use your equal sign. And then if you see the word what, that's where you're going to be, is going to be your variable. Now, variables can be n, it can be x, it can be p, etc. There's a lot of, it can be any alphabetical letter. However, you don't want to use L or O because it looks like 1 and 0 respectively. Okay, so we're going to start with this. What is 80% of 25? So there's two ways to find this. One way is making an equation, and one way is finding the part by using a ratio. Okay, it's really kind of important to know that. And you know what? I'm going to be honest, this is the one that I prefer, but you may prefer this. So either one will work, and I'm going to show you a different one tomorrow. So there you go. So let's look at what our steps are. We're going to start with the equation, how to turn this into an equation. First, we're going to convert the percent to a decimal. So let me go ahead and do that. So we have 80%, which if you remember, there's a couple different ways we can do this. We would say the decimal is right here. We would move it 1, 2, so it becomes 8/10, or it could be 80/100, either way. Or you could take 80 over 100, which equals 80/100 when we say it, or 8/10. So that's either way, but this is what it ends up being. Okay? Now we write the equation. How do I write the equation? Oh, well, that's when my translation of terms comes in. So first, I say what. What do I write when it's what? Well, I write my variable. N is. What does is mean? Equals. I write my equal sign. And then we already turned this into our decimal. So 8/10. What does of means? It means to multiply. I can use this symbol because I used n as my variable and I won't get them confused. And what am I multiplying it to? 25. Now, I had said that you can use your calculator, and I truly mean it. Use your calculator. I'm not testing you on how well you're multiplying, although you should be able to multiply well. I'm actually testing you on your ability to answer these questions. So I'm going to go here, clear that off, and I'm going to make sure you always put in the decimal point, 8/10 times 25, and it equals 20. So n equals 20. So let's take a look at doing this over on the find the part, the ratio. So I'm going to move this down so we can see our problem. It says convert the percent to a ratio, multiply the ratio by that number, and then simplify. So here we go. Now, how do I convert my percent to a ratio? It's 8 per 100, 80 per 100. Sorry, I said the wrong thing. 80 per 100 of 25. Hey, notice how that worked out. Well, now, remember, all whole numbers have a denominator of 1. So I could just put that down, and then it makes multiplying my fractions or very easy. So let's see, let's take 80 times 25, which equals 2,000. And let's take 100 times 1. When I simplify, that means 2,000 divided by 100. I could do it mentally, but let's just show it on the calculator. It ends up being 20. So it actually works both ways, whichever makes it easiest for you. Now let's take a look at this one. This one's set up a little bit differently. This says, what is 80% of 25? But this is 40 is 80% of what? So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to translate this problem by using my translation of terms that I wrote way up here. So first I'm going to start with 40. Is means equals 80%. Now I'm going to make it into my decimal. I prefer to use the decimal. I could use the fraction, but when I'm using this type where I'm converting into an equation, it's best to use a decimal. Of means to multiply, and what is my variable? Okay, so I've translated it. Well, now, how in the world can I solve? I could guess and check. Might take me a while, though. But so here's the trick. So the first thing is I divide by the number with the variable. It cancels out and equals 1. What do I mean by that? Okay, so here's the number. Here's the variable. It's on to one side of the equal sign. So what I do is I divide by the same number. And guess what happens? Any number, you guys know, like 4 over 4, that equals 1, or 2 over 2, that equals 1. Well, guess what? This also equals 1. It cancels each other out. So it's like saying 1 times n, which equals n. So actually, all I have left is my n. But here's the tricky part. You have to do the second part because it has the equal sign. So you have to do the same thing on each side. So you're going to divide the answer, or that number on the other side of the equal sign, by that number. So let me go ahead and divide by 8/10. Now I'm going to use my handy dandy calculator because I can, I'm allowed. So I take 40 divided by 8/10, and that equals 50. So guess what? 50 equals n, or you can even change it around and say n equals 50. That's the same thing. Now, let's go ahead and do a couple more practice problems just to be on the safe side. So I have no what is, but when I see that it is 70% of 30, I know I'm going to, because my operation is here, my equal sign will be over here. So here, what is 7/10 times 30? It's 21. If you did that with your calculator, you will find that to be the case. Okay, what about this one? Let's try, this was method, we'll say method 1. This one will be method 2. All right, so 15 hundredths, 15 per 100 of 60. So when I make that over 1, and I take 15 times 60 equals 900. Don't think that's the answer because I have to multiply my denominators as well. Now I can divide. It is 9. So my answer would be 9. 15% of 60 is 9. Now here's that one where we have to work kind of backwards. So let's look. 30 is 20 or 2/10 or 20 hundredths of what? Oh, okay. So this is where I divide by the number that's with the variable, and they cancel each other out. Then I have to do the same over here. Now, it's 30 divided by 2/10, and when I plug that into the calculator, I get 150. So that is how we use our percentages.